Let's get warmed up for core. Feet nice and wide. We're twisting through the torso, pushing the hips back, keeping the legs as straight as we can, reaching towards the opposite foot. So one arm or one hand is going to go down and the other is going to reach up towards the ceiling. Moving into lateral lunges. So pressing the hips back as you switch your weight from side to side. And then we'll move into some more twists. So keeping the feet planted, we're going to open up, forming a T with our arms. So just open up as far as you can comfortably. Don't force anything. Keeping the feet planted, so we're opening up more through the trunk here. Nice big arm circles, so moving slowly, reaching up, back, down, and around, and keeping the ribs from flaring out. So I just mean don't overarch or let the ribs come forward. Just keep everything under you. So we're starting with V-ups. You can start laying on the ground, bringing your knees in towards your chest as your upper body comes up, and then extending everything all the way out, moving nice and slowly, keeping the navel drawn in and out, in and up, and breathing. Another option is to have the hands behind you and bring the chest in towards the knees and then open everything out. And then we can also do the same thing with one leg at a time. So just counting each rep here, bringing one knee in towards the chest. Then we've got leg lowers. So you can hold a dumbbell straight above your chest, or you can have your hands under your low back. We're going to slowly lower our legs down towards the floor and then control them coming up. So we want to make sure we're not swinging the legs here. The straighter the legs are, the harder this is going to be. So you can also bend the legs and tap the heels down. Again, moving nice and slowly and controlling it. Or you can do straight legs and do single leg lowers, so one at a time. And then again, single leg lowers with the legs bent. So navel is drawn down towards the mat here, and we're breathing throughout. We're going to go into a plank to down dog. So we're in a plank on the hands. We're going to pull the tailbone up and back, and then come all the way back into our plank. So imagine that you have almost like a little string tied to your belly button, and someone's pulling from behind to bring you up into that down dog, and then you're going to pull from the forward to come back down to plank. So we're really moving from our core, from our trunk in that plank to down dog. Same idea if you need to take the option of child's pose to kneeling plank, that's there for you as well. And then we've got bicycle crunches. So hands gently behind the head, chin off the chest. We're going to rotate through, bring the shoulder blade up and over, elbow to opposite knee. So again, straighter the legs, the harder this will be. You can bend the legs, or you can take the upper body out of it and just do the lower body. So choose the option that works for you and move nice and slowly. So once you are done with your core, we're going to go into our restore, which can be 30 to 60 seconds each, or however many reps is listed on your program card. So feet nice and wide. We're going to let the knees go side to side for wipers. Then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together so you can keep your feet out or bring them in tighter. Upper body nice and tall. Kind of gently letting the knees drop towards the floor, feeling that in the hips and the inner thigh. Then we're moving into a child's pose reach, so you could have your knees together or wide. We're going to reach our arms to the left side of the mat, shift our hips to the right, and then do the same thing on the other side. Moving into a thread the needle, so we're up on all fours. We reach through, drop down on the shoulder, and then we can use the opposite hand to press into a twist, or we can gently relax it on our low back. So just really breathing into wherever you're feeling the stretch there. You can make it a little more intense or not. And then coming into a plank, we're going to bring one knee in between our thumbs, release the back leg so the thighs towards the floor for pigeon pose, and then you can fold forward if you want. If you have bad knees, I would suggest doing figure 4 instead. So this can be done seated or laying on your back, crossing one leg over the other, and then bringing the legs in if you want a deeper stretch. And then we're just going to finish off with wide child's pose. Knees are wide, big toes together, and then just breathe into the low back. You can stay here as long as you want. You can also place a pillow or a bolster under your forehead and your chest for a little more support here.